Hello and welcome to Longship Gaming. Today we are playing Marvel Champions. It's going to be Ant-Man taking on Master Mold from the Mutant Genesis box. This is a both redemption and revenge sort of video. Previously on the channel, Ant-Man did not have a good time in the match, although I think it was a very close one against the first villain that he faced, and he fell to him, unfortunately. And Master Mold got the better of one of the mutants in an earlier video. So let's see if Scott Lang Ant-Man can bring it home against the Sentinel menace that is Master Mold. This deck is Leadership. I will post a link to the list on the Marvel Champions database and credit the author in the description below. What we have is, for our allies, Hawkeye, Kalu, Black Panther, Stinger, Squirrel Girl. We have 3 copies of Go All Out, which is great for Ant-Man, especially when he's in giant form. He can do a lot of damage in one turn with this, and it's relatively cheap. It's two resources for Go All Out. The only tricky thing is, of course, the requirement here of an energy resource to be able to play the card. 3 copies of Moxie. He's constantly changing form, so this will be great for him either to thwart or defend or attack. And 1 copy push ahead, just in case the main scheme gets out of control. Again, a bit tricky with this requirement, but it shouldn't be too hard for him. For 1 support, R&D facility, choose a friendly character in play. That character gets +1 thwart and +1 attack until the end of phase. So could really boost him quite a bit on his turn. And 2 copies for resources of Band Together, since we plan to have a lot of allies out. For our basic cards, we have Blade, just the 1 basic ally. 3 copies of Earth's Mightiest Heroes, because it really is Ant-Man. It's going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting. So let's say we get Ant-Man out. We don't really want to use him. Sorry, not Ant-Man. Hawkeye out to. We don't really want to use him to thwart or attack. We want him for his arrows to hit Sentinels as they come out. This is a great use for him when he's available. Symbiote suit. It's kind of funny with this one. I mean, it just boosts him even more. But man, it is so rare to get this card out, I find, whenever I put him into lists. So we may not need him at all. Who knows? And Quinn Carrier, of course, because Ant-Man is an Avenger. And Genius, Energy, and Strength. As part of the scenario, we get Magneto as an ally. He's a thwart of 2, an attack of 3, 5 health. Victory 1, so if he dies, he leaves the game. The first player controls Magneto. He does not count against your ally limit response. After Magneto attacks and defeats a Sentinel minion, of course, there will be many, heal 1 damage from Magneto. So ideally, we get to get a lot of work out of him. So for the scenario, we're taking on Master Mold. He starts on stage 2, because we're playing an expert. 14 health, scheme of 2, attack of 3, stalwart, and toughness. So there's not really going to be any stunning or confusing in this game. For Cinder Up 1, Master Mold schemes. Discard cards from the encounter deck until a Sentinel minion is discarded. Put that minion into play. Engage with you. Do not give Master Mold a boost card for this activation. So he's just going to, instead of getting any additional boost icons for scheming, he's just going to put out more Sentinels. And for his scheme, it's a 2-stage scheme. Sentinel's Factory as the first stage has a threshold of 6. Each Sentinel minion gains guard. When revealed, each player discards cards from the encounter deck until they discard a Sentinel minion, then puts it into play, engage with them. So we have done this already. We have this Sentinel in our way. Yeah, so that is the setup. Oh, of course, can't forget Ant-Man himself. Comes in with 12 hit points. On his alter ego side, 3 health, Scott Lang, time to unwind, response after you change his form, heal 1 damage. And of course he has his tiny form, thwart of 2, attack of 1, defense of 2, puny past response after you change his form, remove 1 threat from a scheme. And in his large form, thwart of 1, attack of 3, defense of 3, Giant nuisance. Response: after you change this form, deal 1 damage to an enemy. So we'll just leave him out of his sleeve because he's going to keep changing all the time. Yeah, so let's see if, whether very large or very small, A-Man can end the threat of Master Mold and shut down his terrible Sentinel factory. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. We are shuffled up. Our starting 6 cards are Wasp, Moxie, Genius, Hawkeye, Push Ahead, and Ant-Man's Helmet. Ooh, all pretty good choices here. Well, we know we're going to keep Genius and we're going to keep Moxie for sure. Wasp or Hawkeye? I'm kind of feeling Hawkeye more than Wasp, just because we know with the number of Sentinels that are going to come out, we need to have those arrows to help to lessen the impact of them. So for now, we're going to get rid of Wasp. The helmet we definitely want to keep. It's just too valuable for us. Push Ahead we're not going to need. So we're going to keep these 4. Draw 2. Quinn Carrier, Army Advance. Okay. So our first goal, really on the turn, is to get rid of that Sentinel. So let's see what we can do. Maximize what we bring out. We are going to flip up to large, our giant form. That's going to do 1 damage, so we're going to use that to ping the tough. We're going to hit the Sentinel for 3 and use Magneto to hit it for 3, so that takes it out. Magneto will heal the 1 consequential damage because he took out the Sentinel. Yeah, we didn't really Moxie there. Let's use that. Those 3 for the Quinn Carrier. Love to use the helmet, but we're not going to really use it right now. And we'll use the Quinn Carrier to bring out Hawkeye. Hawkeye has his 4 arrows. And we will use him to thwart for 1. And then we're done. Luckily we have a lot of defense here. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards only because he's hand size 4 when he's in large form. So we've got Pim Particles, Moxie, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and Giant Stomp. Okay. So, over to Master Mold. 1 threat goes on, he's going to attack. Let's see, what do we do here? Do we just want to take the damage? We have Earth's Mightiest Heroes to work with. No, okay, so we're going to defend. So it's 3, so nothing. First encounter card is a Sentinel Mark III, which has toughness. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for Energy Barrier and attach it to this minion. Is there one here? Oh, there it is. Attached to the Sentinel minion with an Energy Barrier. So basically, after the attached minion attacks, you have a tough stats card, has +2 attack. Not really like it's going to matter. So Hawkeye's arrow goes off, takes out the tough. And then Magneto will easily be able to kill it on the next turn. So, We're going to use Hawkeye and Earth's Mightiest Heroes to stand Ant-Man back up again. Magneto is going to take out the Sentinel. We're going to just do a big old giant stomp here. Quite efficiently, I think. Yeah. So we don't need to heal any damage. Use the Quincare and the Pim Particles to giant stomp, which is going to do 8. So it's down to 6 already. We will then hit for 3. So he's down to 3 already. And then we are going to flip down to Tiny. And the response there is we remove 1 from a scheme. And that was pretty good. So we want to be in a smaller form so we can draw more cards. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pin Particles, Go All Out, Kalu, Squirrel Girl, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. All very good for us. Okay. Throw goes on. Master Mold's going to attack. I think in this particular case, we'll just actually take the hit. Yes. So 3. We take 3, boost attached to Sentinel minion. So we take 3, we're down to 9. Encounter card is Sentinel Mark 5. When revealed, if targeted for elimination is attached to your identity, Sentinel Mark 5 attacks you, which it is not. Otherwise, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the targeted for elimination attachment and reveal it. So now we have to look for targeted for elimination. Which is not in the discard. All right, so targeted for elimination, attach your identity if a copy of target elimination is not attached to you, otherwise search. While you are engaged with a Sentinel minion, you cannot change form from hero form to alter ego form. Okay, well, that's a bit of a pain, but I think we're okay because we don't really need to go into alter ego right now. That's going to, so the Sentinel is going to take a hit from Hawkeye and take 2 damage. We are targeted. Yeah. So back to us. Magneto's going to do what Magneto does best and tear apart Sentinel. Let's see. Kalu, so we can flip Master Mold this turn very easily. Do we want to... We're going to save, I think, Squirrel Girl to ping off the tough that's going to happen. And we know what's going to happen is the Sentinel's going to come out. I think. Well, we'll see when he flips. Okay, so we're going to flip to large. Big, huge Ant-Man. Do 1 damage to Master Mold. Then we're going to hit Master Mold, which is going to cause him to be defeated. So, Stalwart and Toughness again. So that does not trigger another Sentinel coming out. So he's, however, going to be tough. His hit points go up to 16. So there's our 16. Let's bring out Doreen Green. It's going to ping off the tough. Do we Kalu here? No, I don't think we do. We are going to Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Or we could go all out. No, we're not standing up. So I don't think we can go all out on this turn. Just too bad because I'd really like to do that. So instead, we're just, I think, going to hit for 3 again. And we're going to hang on to Kalu and go all out for another turn. So, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, we're going to exhaust Hawkeye. We're going to stand back up. We're going to hit for 3. Master Mold's down 2, 13. And we'll have Squirrel Girl thwart for 1. And we will all stand back up again. Oh, we used pin particles, so we heal. Back up to 11. Do we need to be small? We could. No, we're going to stay in large. I think we're okay. So we're going to draw 2. 1, 2. Another go all out. Strength. All right. So, 1 threat goes on. Master Mold's going to attack. I think we're just going to take it. So he's attacking for 4. So 6. Down to 5. Encounter card. Shields up. When revealed, give each Sentinel minion engaged with your tough. Status card. Otherwise, card gains surge. Relentless Robots. Each player engaged with a Sentinel minion cannot thwart this scheme. Alright. Well, I don't know if I really want to right now. How much damage can we do on this turn? We could potentially do a lot. We have, with a go all out, 7, 10, 11, 12. So we just got to find 1 more. And I think it's probably Kalu. Yeah, because Magneto does not count against our ally limit. So we are going to bring out Kalu. Kalu is going to go looking. Top 5 cards for an event. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moxie, go all out. Giant Stomp. Black Panther, resize. We're going to take the Giant Stomp. This gets shuffled back in. Oh, we have a kitten visitation. Esme the kitten wants to have a look at what's going on. Okay. You want to sit there? Okay, you can sit there. Just don't knock anything over. Funny. Well, I think we found a much easier way to do this now, because now we just have a Giant Stomp in hand with the Quinn Carrier. So that's 8, 11, 14 on its own. So yeah, with Quinn Carrier spending 2 all outs, we're going to do 8. Oh, okay. Now we're disturbing. Okay. Okay, kitty. You can come up in a second, because this is pretty much over with. So here's at 13, so he's going down to 5 from taking that 8. Then we're going to hit him for 3. So he's down to 2. And you know what? We'll have Magneto do the last 3. Why not? Yeah, so, my goodness. Ant-Man is an absolute menace to that factory. Master Mold stood no chance. Just a big old Scott Lang blundered into his factory and just started trashing stuff. Even though the Sentinels he threw in a way just could not stand up to to these hits. I think we got some real lucky draws there, but overall, that went much more smoothly and faster than I anticipated. So, Master Mold gets, I mean, I'm assuming Ant-Man is about the same size as Master Mold, maybe, so I think it's just kind of a brawl. So he doesn't really stomp on him, he just, you know, just beats him up. Well, it was a stomp. It was a stomp that did it, but I think Magneto in the end just tore him apart. So, anyway, that's it for that game. Went really smoothly. Again, that's why Ant-Man is in my top 10, if not the top 5. He's just very versatile and a great fun hero to play with his form changing. And I don't usually like form changers. All right, so that's it for this game. Quicker than I thought. And until next time, happy gaming. Thank you so much for watching Longship Gaming. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It will really help the channel to grow and improve. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when more Longship Gaming content goes live. Until next time, happy gaming.